Shortly, I'm going to say what I wanted to say in Latvian. I'm from the company Info Era, Latvia. We are Autodesk distributors in Latvia. Those who don't know who Autodesk is maybe know AutoCAD. Everyone surely knows what is AutoCAD. And Autodesk works in three directions: building, machine engineering, and entertainment industry. We have a 2.5 billion turnover a year and 9,000 workers. But now about building in Latvia. And let us look how information circulates now. Everything is done through printouts. Then these printouts are put into files or in a disk. And then we have all these volumes that are delivered. And this all happens at a certain speed. If I would have to take them from my office to the center, then the average speed would be 22 kilometers per hour. If I'm on the building site and I want to see a drawing, then I would have to move with a rate of 6 kilometers per hour. Whereas if we calculate in bits, we speak about billions of kilometers per hour. That is already not essential then. And so the speed of circulation of information is important thus. However, it doesn't cost anything if people lack skills or effectiveness. If we look at Latvia, mostly we work with emails, some drop boxes where files are stored, using FTP servers or drop boxes. This is the situation as we have it now. Some companies maybe have something more advanced, but the global picture is approximately like that. And if we look at information technologies, then we have a number of information systems which are specialized, which can be accessed if authorized by anyone at any place and at any time. These are the devices that can be accessed through the internet. Also, we have solutions using browsers, which means you don't have to install anything particular. You just can go into a specific address and access information, or you can use some applications. Today we spoke about digitalization, that it was important, that it was the way forward, and I will try to show how digitalization works in specific functionalities, because there are a lot of different applications. AutoCAD itself has around 100 services and applications, and we don't really have enough time for that. Now, if we start with the traditional data storage, we have files and folders, of course, but we can also view them through a browser. This is a two-dimensional file of AutoCAD, or through a browser where you can make a live dynamic crosscut and see whichever aspect you want to. Another aspect of functionality is sharing cameras in design project development, when several people switch up and somebody shows the model, and then through Skype you can communicate with the lead partner and discuss the model. Another possibility, which is somehow related to visual viewing is a two-dimensional PDF, which is put upon a self-made crosscut. We have also these technologies. But this is more related to the design stage. You can find a place, a location, and do some issue tracking. Issue is a difficult word to translate into Latvia, yet people might understand this anyway. So you can identify a problem, and then you might have a mechanism that replaces a situation of sending an email through a revision cloud, or you could mark places where something has to be done, and the architect can send them to two engineers. They can send it further on for comments. And of course, some information could be lost in translation, as we say. And this mechanism, which is issue tracking, acts so that it can track back everything that has been done. We can see who has dealt with an issue. You can add files. You can also take photos of a site, of a building site. Then there is a status control, a completion term, who is involved, and you can also have some tags or labels, because we might have thousands of questions during the building process, and this is just a tool to manage information efficiently. This is one thing. Now, then another topic which is quite important here in Latvia, building management. So people who work on building sites normally don't know very well things about computers. They sometimes are not so good in using normal language, let alone computers. And we have here control lists, checklists. In computer, we can just check things whether they match. And then, for instance, we get to some place where is a mismatch or some description how things have to be done. Then you can look into that information, what exactly has to be done, make your conclusions. You can also write your comments on the same tablet, and later on the checklist would show this problem issue, and you can add a picture showing what was wrong, what had to be there, mark the place, and write down what was wrong with it. And last but not least, you can even sign it with a digital pencil. Then the system lets you see all the problem issues with different statuses, with comments and annexes about who has done what. And if such a system is used for all the building project, you could get all sorts of reports also on subcontractors, who has done his work in time, who has had problems, and make other status reports. Another application is based on location. Another functionality is based on location. This is the AutoCAD 300 version, where the AutoCAD file can be joined with the GPS. And then people could walk around and see where they are in the technical drawing through the GPS system. So this is one possibility. Another possibility is to have barcodes. If you have some equipment or materials marked with a barcode, then this barcode can be scanned, and we can gain some information about the material or the equipment, and then we can see the instruction referring to this barcode.
Please try to wrap up. Yes, in fact, this is last but one slide. Another function is setting of points. That is, by using technologies, I can get the points to be set and measured in the computer, and then based on the information obtained, I can build the actual model, or the so-called as-built model. This is a quick view. The last, our end user is the tenant. In this case, Alice sends a message that there is flood in the kitchen, and is asking for help. She also has attached a photo. In another system, Bob is giving a task to Stephen to visit that site and to eradicate the problem. And after that, Alice sends her feedback with a sum up saying that this was done well, the problem has been solved. And in conclusion, I would like to recall our mission. Construction site without paper. Technologies permit that, but the question is processes, people, and laws. What will happen with that?